Okay, what up, what up? So, this is, I guess, technically the real day 4, because this morning's day 4 was me in a manic episode, in quotation marks. So let's just talk about what's going on with the factory. We ain't even gonna address that other shit. A lot of things been going on. Recap some of the stuff from this morning. Just enkads are done. 2 different enkads. I've been doing a little different tweaks to them to hopefully make them a little easier to use. Still making 2 different versions, but I made so many changes to one. I gotta like go update the other one's encad and all that stuff. But that's whatever. Currently doing a proof of concept with if the gearing works, the gearing units work, and it seems that they do. I probably got to stop my hetonite carousel. It actually is balanced if you're running both gearing units. But I'm just going to leave that hole there, actually. I just like the 6 belts. What was that, 5? The 5 belts. I also turned off the zircon effluent to get this to the double gearing units to work. I forgot I actually balanced this out pretty well. If somebody is using this build and they want to make more of either one, they just have to know how to do it. Like technically, you can make more shearonite components by just putting down another refining unit. Probably back here or something. Might have to move this around a little bit, but look, man, at this point of the game, like if you're using this build, you probably come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on. What is this making? Oh, this is making so much because it had a bunch sitting in there waiting to get used. But anyway, if you're using this build, like you probably got a ton of shearonite components, so just let this run on the side. I'm making too many batteries right now anyway, so I'm just going to switch over to making gearing components, and I'll come back to the batteries later. I should probably actually do the reverse of keep making batteries while I feel like moving dense iridium, but I'm going to give this a day to make sure it actually does work how I think it does. Where is the gearing units at? Where is it? Oh, it's being made. I wanted to make sure this worked, but I didn't do a lot of work here in wuling. Wuling's kind of done. I love the way it looks. I kind of want this on its own little belt, though. I don't know what to do about that. Anyway, so let's go take a look at. I think Jingyu is the same. I talked a little about Jingyu yesterday. I'll run by it real quick. I'm pretty sure it's mostly the same. I don't think I did anything from this morning. Yeah, I didn't change anything. I got the pylons lined up a little better, so these 2 in the front are on the same like column, I guess you can call it, or row. These 2 are not though. I just couldn't get it, and it's okay. Yeah, okay, we don't have to go here. Marker Stone had a lot of changes. Even from this morning, I've made more changes to it. Of trying to get the pipe logistics down. So right now I think we have 9, 8 or 9. How many do I have free? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9. Yeah, so there's 9 extra, and I have like 5 in the alluvium, I'm pretty sure. So there's a good amount extra, and there's a lot of pipes that are free. Like a lot of pipes are free. So my optimization of Marker Stone is paying off. Hey, how many pipes do we have? Oh, that's the bottom part. Wow, okay, well, a lot of pipes are free, so hopefully when people go to put this down in the future, they shouldn't run into too many problems with the facility limits. And I think I still have like 1. Oh, okay, we got 2, 3, 7 of 60. So let's talk about what's going on here. So currently, like I said, I'm making battery or components. So this guy is clogged. It's showing a clog, but the zircon effluent and stuff is just draining out into this water treatment unit. This water treatment unit here, and the water is going into this conduit, while the zircon effluent from test area keeps flowing in. And it just gets sent into the water treatment unit as well. So that's kind of what's going on here. It's to not use up extra shearnite. If I leave this on, it's going to eat into my shearnite, and I don't want that right now. Did some minor optimization up here with the pipes. I'm a little unsure what to do about this triple pipe, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it, and I kind of like this color flow that we have going on. So I might leave it. I don't exactly like this, but I don't know what to do here. If I was to get like 4 and then like let it cross, and I think that looks tacky. So I might just keep this for my little added chaos in it, where it's not perfectly ordered like I keep trying to get it, but whatever. Yeah, you keep giving me that error, that little thing. It's showing up because of how I was messing with this stuff earlier, so I gotta fix it to get that cancel sign to stop showing up. Because cancel signs are supposed to show up now. I'm supposed to see them when I have like something going on. There's a reason they should be showing up. Like this. This is to tell me, okay, like we're not making extra zircon right now, right? That's what this says. Hey, the liquid shearnite is sitting here. Hey, or liquid heavy is over there. Liquid shearnite is here, right? That's what these are telling me. Over here, we changed up the pipe. I think this was from this morning though. This whole change up, as well as this combination, which we use again in another creative way. I'll show you that down below, and some pipe tricks that you may not know about. That I learned, but I never actually had a chance to use it. I thought about changing this, but I like the way it looks in game. The curve into like the curve down, I like that. So I kind of kept it. It keeps with the elbow right here of the water, but that's whatever. Did a minor thing. This was the last thing I did this morning, I believe, before I ended the video. Is just running this zircon up and down. Just gives me a little space. I was going to try and do like an overflow valve right here, but I don't know. I don't want to mess with that. Chubby Angie Chunky Lung. Angie Chubby Lung is back there. Did I get rid of that conduit? No, the conduit's still here. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I tried to do something back here, it didn't work, so I just kind of abandoned it. Okay, real thing. Let's get to the real thing about today. So the real thing that I worked on after this morning, so I guess this is part 2, is just changing this a little bit. This little area got changed a little bit. It's no big deal, just cuprium. I did make a version on encad this morning, another proof of concept that I can fit 2 more refining units right here, as well as their water and deal with their sewage. It's kind of inspired by what's going on here, and I did some other little tests back here with the pipes, and I can get it. I didn't even save the blueprint because I was like, oh yeah, I can just recreate this later if I need to in 1.4. So rest assured, when 1.4 comes around, if we need to add 2 more refineries here, we can definitely do that. I think that's going to be 14, because this is 4, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, so it'll be 14 that we might have to fit in here. And we know we have the logistics to do it now, so that's fine. It'll be real cramped, but we can fit it. So anyway, over here is a big changes. You can see a lot less pipes, but there's a lot of cool things I know I can do now because of this. And being like, oh yeah, like convergers and the way they deal with the way they do it fluid, especially when it's passing fluid through. Like the zircon effluent doesn't sit in, inert doesn't sit in here, so it just passes right on through. The only time this doesn't work well is when you have something fill up in here. Then it won't like let it back in. It's the converger priority gets really weird, I believe. But with this, the zircon effluent and the inert, they're both just either being used or flowing right on through. Like the inert just comes in and flows right on through, so it works out really, really well. As long as you have your stuff balanced right and your factory doesn't crash. So I kind of did a bunch of different little tests here, like having this run and just go in here, having this cuprium come down and collect and pass along to here. That's not as big of a deal, right? That's kind of whatever. It was just to get this pipe out, make this all just a little bit cleaner, or less pipes. Trying to see if I can get it, because that gives me 1 more pipe, kind of, but I end up using another one right here, right? So it's not really like I really do anything. I did a lot of this though. So what's going on here is, one, I want to run the ferium powder back down on this side in preparation for having to add stuff here. So that's kind of, and I get kind of like this little in the back, coming in the back way. I kind of like that. Of having a belt back here instead of it just being kind of all wet. But here what we have going on is a kind of a weird setup that you may see like, Senna, what the hell is going on here? So because of how fluids work, this is possible without interfering with production, and like it will never break. Like it just won't break. It'll just keep working. So here's how this works. Alright, so when you have a pipe logistic or a pipe, one fluid can be in a pipe or logistics at a time. Okay, so when you have a pipe that says 3 of 13, the 13 is how many boxes it is. That's the pipe limb. The 3 is how many units are in it. You see how this says 2 units a second of flow rate? So the like fluid is moving at 2 units every second. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, right? So there's only 3 in here because, I mean, in 6 seconds it's already in and through, right? But you can still only have like 1 unit. Like, I guess you could have 2 actually in everything. But it's just flowing really quickly. It's going very fast. Like, that fluid moves really fast. I think it's like it's moving 2 units of fluid over 1 block every second. I think that's what it means. I can't remember. I don't know. My brain's a little cooked. But here's what I do know. You can only have 1 in here at a time. So let's say I had a converger. I want to converge right here. Like, so I had this going this way. What would happen is the converger would not let this hetonite solution in until the acid has gone all the way out and into the next section. Then it will let the hetonite in. So using that, when you only have 1 section, it's constantly switching back and forth. So what's happening is, this is acid. It's collecting the acid coming out of yellow. And that's 2 units, right? So both units are moving through the pipe together, right? It's like, really quickly. And so here, when the hetonite solution comes in, because it's not a full pipe, or I guess 3 or more units of acid, it's just alternating back and forth really quickly. Because it's leaving this pipe segment as the next one comes in. So it's like, acid comes in to this pipe, hits the converger, right? The hetonite has to wait, but it's moving so fast, it goes acid goes to the next pipe, hetonite comes behind it. Acid into the converger, hetonite's down the pipe. Acid into the pipe, hetonite's in the converger, right? And it's going all over and over and over, and then I need both of the acid to go into the crucible, or 1 acid to go in the crucible, 1 acid to go to the other crucible, right? And I think the pipe splitters will it actually doesn't matter, it's going to alternate back and forth. And so one precipitation acid gets sent through the splitter, and 1 gets sent to the crucible, but both hetonite solutions need to go into the crucible, in the first crucible. They're not going forward, right? So this ended up working actually pretty well. And at first I took it down. I was like, oh man, it has this like cancel that keeps showing up, and I don't jump over this damn thing. I was like, I don't like this cancel showing up. But I realized, like, oh no, I kind of like this cancel. It's like, hey, hetonite's being produced here. Like, that's how I see it now. It's like, hey, alert, hetonite's being produced, alert. Which is kind of weird, because all the other cancels say, like, hey, nothing's being produced, but whatever. Things are a little different back here in the wet works. But I felt pretty clever with that. I really like that. I use that same concept over here. So I'm gonna, if we have to put 2 more refineries here, I need this like row. I need this column right here. So this is all gonna get moved over 1. So this conduit inlet gets moved over 1. This conduit outlet gets moved over 1, and this sewage pipe comes down like this, right? Gonna come down and break here. With that though, this pipe needs to come down this way. So these 2 will converge and come down. And I'm going to use this same concept here with the item control port of like, bringing it down, and then directing the acid in one way and the cuprium solution another way, right? This is going to go to the left, so this will go down and around and link up right here. So what I have to do, and I'll move this pylon over. I'm preparing for this. I've done a lot of work with this in case I have to. And then this will come down and merge right here, because you can actually run these two together with these two, and it works out fine going along here. The only bad part is going to eat a lot of the logistics. But the logistics for the refining units with 14, I should have like 2 left over, I believe, with all those logistics having to happen. We'll see. But I have been preparing for that, so we'll see. The build is actually running really good. All crucibles have multi-clog turned off. Like I said, I need to see if it is going to clog. And this needs to stay clogged, so this has to come off, right? Factory's running good, though, and it's doing what I want it to do. You don't have to do much switching here in marker stone anymore. I didn't like that last time of having to turn the shredding unit upside down and turn off, like, cuprium shredder ports and all that. I didn't really like that, for that was really janky, but it was just a necessary evil as I learned how to get this stuff incorporated into Wuling City, right? Because apparently I could have always done this in Wuling City. I just didn't know it because I never tried. So that's what I've been enjoying about 1.3 is that a lot of people are seeing this as a pain in the ass. Let me back up. I've seen some people on the internet upset or frustrated, I should say frustrated, at having to what was that? Oh, it's getting clogged a little bit here, yeah. Frustrated at the 1.3, like now there's like no space. They don't have any space to work with, right? And like logistics are kind of getting in the way, facility limits are getting in the way. But I really took it as a challenge. Like, okay, sure, like you didn't give me much, you didn't give me any new recipes. No new technology. We know a whole new resource is coming next patch. So this patch is my like optimization challenge patch, right? Like get it right, get it tight, like Bubba Sparks once said. And that's been really fun. That's been really fun, right? Like okay, now it's kind of a it's not a down patch, just a different focus of factory. So I've been really enjoying it, as you can see, and this really helped me grow in building my factory in terms of how do I make this the optional stuff in quotation marks, right? Like how do I deal with all that? This is too much fairing powder, isn't it? I need to turn this off. Yeah, I need to turn this off while I'm making the gearing components. But it's been really fun. I've been enjoying it. So yeah, like the thing I showed you at pipes though, you can do that with pipes. You can't do it with belts. Like, you can't really do the same thing with belts. You can only, I mean, you can, like, but the belt, there has to be space, right? You can't do it raw like you can with the fluids. But I still think we've only scratched the surface of fluids. Like, not many people are doing stuff like what I showed you of running 2 different fluids in the same pipe or 2 different fluids in the same converger to save space in marker stone. But that's what these times of experimentation in 1.3 are for, right? Like, it's now, like, I haven't seen anybody doing it. Now, I'm not saying I'm some cracked guy that's doing it, but I just haven't seen people doing it. I don't really look at too many other factories anyway. But I haven't seen anyone do this. And so I think we're going to go into an era where this is going to save a lot of space, but it uses so many pipe logistics. That's might be one of the reasons why we don't see too much of it. Like, technically, we could do it in a lot of different places. Like, we can run this cuprium solution and this one of acid into the same inlet pipe, right? And I'm not sure what you do with that, but it can be done. Like, because you can't really do it back here. You could do it maybe here, but see, you don't have enough space to run these reactors with this, right? Like, this needs 3. And you don't have enough. Can you do it here? You can't even do it here either. So I'm not exactly. You could do it here, whatever. No, there's an inert zircon would fill into one of these. So, not exactly sure, but I think it would alternate. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But we will end up. I think we're going to end up seeing people using that to do more stuff. Especially saving when it comes to space, because what this really means is that you can do this, almost this whole setup right here with one row, like that. You can actually do it that close instead, from one side, right? I mean, I guess you always could, but I couldn't do it here. I could technically combine this and move this down a row, so, but it just eats up a lot of logistics space, so we can't do it all the time. I think that's all for tonight. I gotta go to bed. I'm super tired. Like I said, I woke up really early, so. But I wanted to make this to cover a little bit I did, and to cover the fluids thing going on here in Microstone. I like how this turned out a lot. I gotta figure out how to get rid of these like blank, like pipes like this. I like seeing the fluid go through it. I don't know how to like fix that. Honestly, you do that. And like you can do that, and it shows up for like a second, and then it goes away. I don't know. I have to figure something out. I like the fluids going through right there. So anyway, that's the change for now. It's not as aesthetic right there, but I mean, we got some aesthetics going on anyway, right? Look at these aesthetics, baby. Alright, I'm out. Might be a day 5, but I'm winding down now. I don't know exactly like what I'm supposed to do. Day 5 might just be like telling you about the proof of concept of the other stuff working and making components at the same time. And blah blah blah. Because I think my battery's on the down to 13, right? Or 12? What, 12? 17? Oh, it's like 17 right now. Yeah, it's high. It's high because I still have imported dense iridium, so it's going to stay high for a while. But my zircon is draining down. Yeah, zircon is draining out by 25. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to limit that a second. Hold on. I don't want that making too many right now, because I don't want all my zircon eaten up. So this is what we'll do. So while I'm doing this, I actually turned on my Valley 4 stuff. Yeah, so my iridium is getting chewed up right now. How many do I... Yeah, so I'm still making 60 a minute, but the iridium is getting chewed up, so that's not going to last. That's not going to be sustainable. So eventually I have to turn this back on, but while I have that, these two need to be turned on and limit. Oh, I want one. Actually, no, we'll do 5,000. We'll do 5,000. But I want that limited. So what that'll do, that'll limit it down to 1/4 of the line plus half. So 1/4, 1/8, oh my god, math, Jesus Christ, 1/8 plus 1/4. I don't even remember what that is. 1.25, 1.5 over 4. I don't know. I think it's 1.5 over 4. Yeah. But it'll limit the zircon use down. That's what it'll do. So I'm not using up all my extra zircon. But I want to drain out my zircon. So that's why I'm leaving it at 5,000. So what I'll do is I'll wake up, I'll come in and just reset it and let it use some more zircon. I want the zircon reduced so I can run batteries for much, much longer after this gearing is made. Which I think this gearing is really slow. I think it's 3 a minute for both of them, isn't it? 2 a minute, 1 a minute. That's so slow. It should be more than that. I thought it was like 2. How fast is this getting made? 10 seconds? Yeah, so it should be 3 a minute. Actually, I can get rid of this box. Oh, you know what? It's even slower. 2 lines of hetonite is needed to make this work. So it's actually 1 point. So it's 6, 3, 1 point. So it's 1.5 per minute for both. Yeah, that's what it is. So that's gonna take forever, but I'll just make that, run some batteries, and do it all again later. Okay, now I'm outie. Good night.